Yes, it's true. I bought a 2022 Lamborghini Urus. I've always wanted this car, but it seemed like a dream for me. It did not seem like a reality when I first thought of it. But you know Noel makes money, and so this truck is no different than anything else. I'm going to share with you exactly why I bought this truck and how much money I make with this truck so that you can do the exact same thing too. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
I'm gonna share with you my true story on how I bought this truck with no down payment, and I gave them no money whatsoever to get this truck. I'm gonna share with you my secret on how any business owner can buy an exotic car just like this one for their business. And last but not least, I'm gonna share with you the real reason that I bought this car. So this is a 2022 Lamborghini Urus. This car is amazing. Like I said, it was a dream come true for me. But let me tell you why I even wanted this car. Like I said, this is a car that costs $300,000 brand new from the sticker. It's Lamborghini's only SUV. So I just absolutely love this car because it was a truck. I mean, I always wanted like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce, but I wanted a car that I enjoyed, that I could drive, and that I thought was super cool. So I remember when I first saw a Lamborghini Urus, it was definitely not mine. I think I saw it on TV somewhere where someone else had one. And I was like, what the heck is that? Is that a Lambo truck? And then I started listening to music because you know I love rap music and hip hop, and I was hearing different rappers talk about Lambo trucks. So I had to Google it and see what this truck was, how much it cost, and how I could get one. Well, that was not an easy feat. Let me tell you how you actually can get a Lamborghini, because it is quite a feat and it is not what you think. So this Lamborghini Urus is amazing, but I'll be honest with you, I had to wait over a year for this car. Yes, over 1 full year. So I have shared with you before that I have a Tesla Model X and I waited 6 months for that car. I actually ordered a Rolls Royce Cullinan and that's taking over a year. But this car here I just got maybe a month ago, and I had to wait over a year for this car. And I had to drive hundreds and hundreds of miles away. So let me tell you, when I first wanted this car, there was only one Lamborghini dealership in the whole Orlando area, and they did not have any. They did not have one that I could drive. They did not have one that I could sit in. They did not have one that I could even touch. They just had it in a book and on a computer, and they gladly told me that I can give them $25,000 and they would order me one. Well, I thought about that, and that was one of the ideas. So then I called around a few other Lamborghini dealerships, and I found a Lamborghini dealership in West Palm Beach, Florida, which is about 200 miles away from where I live. Well, they had a program where people would buy the Lamborghinis and they would literally sell them back to the Lamborghini dealership, and that's how I could get one. They had a guy that was an investor. He was going to buy the Lamborghini, he was going to drive it for a little bit, and then he was going to sell it back to the Lamborghini dealership, and then I could buy it. So that is how I got this 2022 Lamborghini Urus without having to wait 2 years, which is what the wait is now. But I still had to wait a whole year. I had to wait for that guy to buy it, for him to drive it for a few months. He put 1,000 miles on it, and then they sold it back to me for more than sticker. I literally paid $335,000 for this car. That's the sticker price for it. But let me share with you, because I gave them absolutely no money whatsoever, and I'm gonna share with you how I did that and how I got it in my business's name. Let me get to that part. So this car has so many awesome features, and the reason why I wanted it because I knew it was cool. Not only does it look super cool, I mean, wow, just look at it. Look at these wheels. Look at the yellow on the tires. Look at the stitching on the seats. Look at this. Like, this car is absolutely amazing. This is one of the signature Lamborghini Uruses. All of them do not have seats that look like this. I absolutely love that it has Urus written on the seats. I love the yellow stitching. I love the color combination. And you guys know I love white cars. It is such an amazing thing. I either like white cars or black cars. I'm super simple. But this is white, but it is not a simple car. Look at the yellow pinstriping and the accents on this car. Look at the engine. This car is so freaking fast. And one of the things that I absolutely love about the car is all of the technology. When you are inside of this car, you feel like you are in a spaceship. Just look at this right here. You push this button in the middle to get started, but first you gotta lift up this little red thing, and then in order to get it to drive, drive. The paddle to make it move into drive is right by the steering wheel. It has 2 different screens. So you have the screen in the middle, but then you have the screen right in front of you, so you don't even have to look to the side in order to see the navigation system. These seats are so cool. They're literally made out of suede. Like, instead of leather, these are suede. So they're always cool. Even in the hot Florida heat, when I am in Miami or West Palm Beach or wherever I am, this car stays cool. Not only does it look cool, it is cool. I absolutely love it. And you can see this car is fast. It has a big engine and it sounds amazing when you start it. Let me turn it on so you can hear it. You heard that, right? That's amazing. I absolutely love this car. Listen to how it sounds. It's such a sports car. And I get to be a mom of 5 and still get to drive a cool car. That's why I love it. So now let me tell you how you can get one in your business's name with no money down, the same way that I did. So let's talk about how I got this car with no money. As you can see, I had a 2018 Porsche Panamera, and I really love this Porsche. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. When I first got this car, this Porsche was everything. You see me pictured with this car. I loved this car. It was like my first luxury car ever. But as you grow, you grow. And so as I realized that I was making more money and my business was growing, I realized I wanted a Lamborghini and I could trade in this Porsche Panamera for it. I had some equity in it. I had it at a good price and it had low mileage on it, so it really had some great equity in it. So literally, I just traded in this Porsche Panamera and got this Lamborghini Urus. I did not have to put any money down. I didn't even have to give them a deposit to hold the car. Literally, I went to the car dealership, let them see my trade in, and then when I came back to the dealership, I drove off in this Lamborghini. That was how simple it was. And I only had about $25,000 worth of equity in the Porsche Panamera. But I have good credit. I paid my Porsche Panamera on time, and it was through Porsche Financial. And then Lamborghini is actually the same company. So Volkswagen, Audi, Lamborghini, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, whatever, all of them, they're actually a conglomerate, and so they all kind of are owned by the same company. So being that I paid my Porsche on time, Lamborghini Financial approved me on the spot in my business's name. So that's how that works. So let me tell you how you get it in your business's name and use this as a write-off, because that is the crazy part of this whole Lamborghini Urus. Whoa, okay, what is the most expensive car you have ever driven? Until I actually owned a Lamborghini, it was the most expensive car I had ever driven. So type below in the comment box and tell me, what's the most expensive car you've ever driven? I would love to know. Let's have a conversation about it, and we can talk about how you get it too. So because I now put my car on Turo and things like that, I put cars in my business's name so that I can make money with them. But not only can you put the car on Turo, which I do not actually put this car on Turo yet. I do have a friend. I'll show you his listing. He lists his car on Turo for over $1,000 per day. He has a 2019. This is a 2022, so I'm just not ready to let other people drive it like that. But let me tell you what I do to make even more money than Turo with this car. So I'm able to use this car, and people want it for music videos, for commercials, for movies, and this car rents for $2,500 a day to those production companies. Yes, $2,500 per day, and they don't even drive it. I'm showing you now a picture of a trailer that we are in the process of buying, that we bring the car to them in this trailer so that this car gets no miles on it. Like I said, I've had this car for like 3 months now, and I don't even think I've put 1,000 miles on it, okay? I keep this car with low mileage so that the value stays up, because in many cases, I could keep this car for 2 or 3 years and sell it for exactly what I paid for it, if not even more. And people are dying to have these cars in their music videos, in their movies, and in their commercial. And so I've created an entire business around renting these luxury cars. So I have this car, I have the Rolls Royce, I have the Tesla Model X, which I have a video for, and people are going crazy and paying even more money than they would on a car rental site for these cars. But you gotta keep the mileage low on them. So just like a nice house, you wanna keep the depreciation down. You don't wanna put too much wear and tear on it. So because I'm able to drive this car in a trailer, we don't put any miles on it. People pay tons of money and it still looks brand new. So I have created a challenge where I'm going to teach you how to launch and fund your business in just a weekend. Yes, 1 weekend. Go to noelleschallenge.com and join me in this challenge to launch your business in a weekend and get business funding. That's noelleschallenge.com. Noelle, N-O-E-L-L-E with an S, challenge, C-H-A-L-L-E-N-G-E. noelleschallenge.com. I want to teach you everything that you need to learn. Give me 2 full days where I teach you how to launch your business, get it funded, and change your life in just 1 weekend. Join me in this challenge, noelleschallenge.com. I just want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle. To your success.